Hello and welcome to another edition of Left-Handed with a lot to say. That's with two T's, not one. I'm James Lott Jr., your host and left-handed person. That's what I'm saying. Which hand is it? This hand. I am here today to talk to another person who is left-handed, and she's on one of my other shows, and she's an author of this really amazing book called Sentence to Live. At least you guys see the beautiful cover. And so she's the author of that book. But we're going to talk about her left-handedness. We found that out when I was on the show with me. I'm like, well, she's left-handed too. Miss Alicia S. Jones. Hello, Miss Alicia S. Jones.
Hello, James. Thank you for having me, my left-handed friend.
Yes, I love it. I do. I love it. And now we follow each other online, and we're seeing about all the stuff. And thanks for the Father's wishes. Thank you. That was very nice online.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
And we're both just saying we both went on the coasts. She went one direction, I went another direction yesterday.
Right, different directions. I think you went left. I went right.
Yeah, that's what I guess. We did go left because I'm from Inglewood. We went left down that way. So, yeah.
Right.
I followed my destiny, which is left-handedness, right?
Oh, wow. Okay, I'll go left next time.
Well, you have a right brain thing going on.
Right.
We can make it work out.
Right.
So one of the things, so I've done this show, and it's been so much fun doing this show. One second. Okay, so we're at home, everybody. We're at home doing these Zooms. So there's something that went by, a big biker gang just went by, and it was kind of cool, but they were very loud. So I could.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, everyone's getting out, getting some vitamin D. That's
so.
really important for us right now.
I guess so. Hello, with a few more. Okay, the little stragglers. Okay, back to left-handedness. So I've been doing the show. I've been loving doing the show. I had a great time. I'm learning stuff all the time.
Oh
and
my
you
God.
and I were talking after our last show did together.
Yeah.
A couple of things that I have not brought up on the show before. So we're going to bring these up. So number one, as a professional organizer, as a host, I want to talk about the hanging situation. The hanging situation. Because you brought it up and I thought, I do the same thing. So talk about that, how you hang your clothes, your husband, what he says to you.
So it's really interesting folding laundry. I think I fold quote unquote what they would say normally, but when I hang up clothing, it's really interesting how I hang it the opposite direction. It's always going to the left. And ironically, one particular day, my husband was getting ready for work and he was like, oh my gosh, I can tell all of the shirts that you hung up. And I was like, why? Because they're hung the wrong way. The hanger is going the different direction. And I'm like, what do you mean? And so I went in his closet and I was like, oh my gosh, you can tell all of the shirts, all of the dress shirts that I put on the hangers, and even the pants, it's like, okay, it's on that way. Or I tend to put them all on the left side of the closet.
Yes.
The right side, it's just really kind of empty. It's lonely.
Me too. No, seriously, me too. My left side is packed. My right side is hardly anything on it.
That is so interesting. And it hit me after you and I spoke about it last week. I started kind of like walking around and I'm kind of observing. I was like, oh my gosh, this is really amazing.
How you place it, it's always because you're placing it so that you see it, right?
Yes.
Naturally, that's how you place things. So for a right-hand person, they're like, well, no, it should be the other way because they see it differently.
Right.
Or they put it in differently because they're using a different hand. Their eye sees it differently.
Mm-hmm.
They go, I'm doing it this way, like not doing it that way.
Right. Because you're picking it up with your left hand, right? You're picking it up with your left hand. And the first thing I do is I put it on with the left hand first, then the right, and then I hang it up with the left hand.
Yep, me too.
Yeah.
So I get it. I said you throw that you said, I was like, yeah, look at my hangers. Like, oh yeah, how things are. But I only have my only closet. But that's so. My brother's left-handed too, so his closet looks like mine. So I'm like, I need to go back to my closet and like just look at it and say, okay, who's a right-handed person? We may go to my mother's house tomorrow.
That's so amazing. That's so amazing. I wanted my daughter to be left-handed, but I don't think she's left-handed. My husband's right-handed. My mom's right-handed. My brother is right-handed. I mean, they're all right-handed. I'm the only left-hander. So I'm like,
is there anybody in your immediate family you're the only left-handed person? Wow.
I have a first cousin, a male first cousin who's left-handed. And I don't think I realized it until like maybe 5 years ago that he was left-handed. But it's not many of us in my family. It's really amazing.
Do you remember when you first felt that you were different? You knew you were different?
Yeah, probably in elementary school when, you know how the desks are, they're right-handed desk. And of course, it was like I'm leaning forward and I'm turning a little bit to right. And I don't like turn my elbows all the way around. I purposely, you know, I think at that time, I started training myself not to turn as I write, to kind of like stay forward like the right-handers. But in elementary school, I think it was probably like fourth, fifth grade when it like really hit me, because that's when the teachers became more strict. Like, okay, wait a minute, you know, and I'm like, okay, I need a left-handed desk. But even with the left-handed desk, it still felt weird because that side was kind of like empty. It's almost like I needed two. I needed that left side there, and then I needed a little small section on the right, just to kind of like prop my arm.
Right, right.
You
Yeah.
know?
No, I understand, girl. I understand. See, I remember, you know, as a kid, because I mean, I was a kid a long time ago. The desk didn't have that many of these. I mean, because some schools had the desk that opened on top, so it was basically
Yes.
unilateral. Didn't matter where you sat. I actually like those desks where they had like the little cubby hole in it. You could like put stuff in there. But you're right. The other desks that had the curve or whatever, it's like,
Mhm.
oh, I got to turn this way, and there was like
Right.
one left-handed desk, and I was like, I want it. It's mine. But there's
Right.
always one person who got it. So I mean, it was like
Right. But odd though, right? I don't know how many left-handed people were in your class, but
a little.
I was always the only one. So it, you know, I kind of stood out. I
Yeah.
really stood out.
I
So,
like maybe two or three of us. There were like two or three of us, and that was it.
oh,
It
okay.
wasn't that many, and we were always made to feel like we were different. They tried to make me right-handed, but I was like, no, no. I was a strong child,
No,
so I was like, no, that's not gonna happen. I had a big mouth on
no.
me.
I
Uh,
wasn't forced to go right.
yeah, I'm like, see, my great grandmother had to go right-handed back in the
Uh-huh.
day. You know, left hand is bad and all that stuff. But she still did both. She was ambidextrous. But everybody else in my family are right-handed. My brother and I like the lefties, and then my grandson, who was on this program last week, though. He was on it. We talked about his left-handedness. So other than
That's
that,
amazing.
that's it. None of my kids, nobody else. It's all right-handed people.
Wow. Oh my
I
gosh.
know. It's crazy. But you also bring up something else, too, that's really interesting. Speaking of the whole placement thing,
Uh-huh.
pots on a burner. I never even thought of one
Yeah.
time, I was like, oh my God, I do put them for the left-handed way. Like, I find something, even with the burner on the right, if I have nothing cooking over here, I will have the handle over there, but it should be out the other way.
Yes. I have to have the pots on the left-handed side of the stove. And even if they're the front burner and the back burner, you know, most of the time when people cook, they have both pots on the front burner just so they can kind of keep eye on it. But I stack them all on the left side. And I tend to cook the more important dishes on the left side. For instance, if I'm doing our famous red beans and rice, right? If I'm doing red beans, I have the red beans in my Magnolite pot on the front burner, and then I'll have something else on the back burner, right? I'll have like the rice going on the back burner. And on the right side, okay, well, after the cornbread is done out of the oven, because you know, you have to have cornbread, right? To go
Oh,
with
yes.
beans.
Yes, you do.
Right, okay. And so the cornbread is on the right side, but all of the main dishes are always on the left side. It's amazing.
I was thinking, when you said that, I went to my kitchen.
Uh-huh.
My brother and I both are left-handed. My tea kettle is on the back left burner.
Oh my gosh.
I never move it. I always have it over there. I've always done that. It's like my tea kettle
Wow.
all these years. And I realized I always do it from the left back burner. Always. It's
Wow.
subconscious. I don't even know that. Because why don't my brother sometimes he'll move it to the front when he does it, but
Mm-hmm.
that side though, he moves it from the left side. I
Wow.
keep it back there, and I start it up. I get my tea bag and everything, but even the back burner on the
Uh-huh.
left hand side. Now you thought, I never even thought about that until you said that. I was like, oh my goodness, and I've been doing this for years.
You're like, let me run in the kitchen and see. Are my pots on the left-handed side? Oh my gosh.
It's crazy, and I know that. Well, I know for me, I was telling somebody before. I've been in a left-handed kitchen. I've been in a place where the whole family was left-handed. It was a trip.
Okay.
You guys are all freaks. You guys are all left-handed. And the kitchen was set up to be left-handed friendly. So it's like the way the flow of the kitchen, where the placement of the stove was, where the placement of the countertop was, where the placement of the utensils were. It was like it felt so natural to me when I went in there. I was like, I could be here forever. Like, just where the sink was, like, everything flowed, all the cabinets open to serve. Like, it all just kind of like flowed.
Right. Oh my gosh. What about like your forks? And like I have two sets of utensils. So on the left side of the stove, there's a drawer like on the left side with utensils. And then I have another set on the right side. I know, really weird, but I have two different sets. And my favorite set, of course, is on the left side.
That's so interesting. But see, I don't have it. See, unfortunately, my kitchen is set up that way. My stove is at the end of the kitchen. It's this weird.
Oh, okay. Mine is in the
and
middle.
so there's nothing. I can't put anything next to it on the left-hand side, unfortunately. So my countertop's on the right. My drawers are on the right. It sucks. I don't like it. It's how it is. One day when I get to remodel the whole kitchen, I'm doing something different. But I did have a partial remodel of my kitchen. So all my cabinets open up left-handed.
Oh,
My refrigerator opens up left-handed.
interesting. Okay, no, you're 5 steps ahead of me. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. You're 5 steps ahead of me.
But I wish I had something on the left side, like a counter over there, or drawers, because I cook all the time, so it bugs me that I have to always go over here, and I go back over here, and I go over here. It bugs me. It bugs me to no end. So I think one day.
Well, I don't. Actually, I thought about something else when I do dishes.
Yeah.
Right. So the warm water, the soapy water, is on the right side, and then I drain on the left side. I'm not a huge dishwasher fan. I like, putting my hands on it. So I dry on the left side of the sink. That's where I
don't have a dishwasher, so I don't have that luxury. But I think
I don't even use it.
That's really funny, actually. But here's what's so funny. I feel like what I do is, soapy water's. I guess my soapy water is on the right side, and then I rinse on the left. Because I guess I do that kind of, and I rinse on the left, but my rack is on the right.
Oh,
mine would be on the left if there was more room. There's just more room.
Okay.
So it's the way I have one of those old kitchens, and it's a short sink, long top, short top sink, long. So, but I do go right to left when I'm washing dishes. It's kind of funny you say that, and it would be natural to have the thing right here on the left if I had enough room.
That's amazing.
Kitchen talk. Kitchen.
Yeah, right. Kitchen talk.
Well, in my bathroom, I have a pedestal sink, which I love. But I have 2 sets of rolling cabinets on each side.
Okay.
But on my left side is where my shaver is, my toothbrush is, my little comb. It's on the left.
Okay, so bathroom. Let's talk about bathroom. Okay, so there's double sinks in a bathroom, right?
Oh, okay.
And when I put my makeup on, I tend to go to the left side, which is where my husband's stuff is. So I have to put my makeup on the left side of the bathroom. I like the mirror on that side of the bathroom. It drives him crazy. It's like, oh my gosh, really? You have that whole side?
Oh, wait, why don't you switch sides?
Well, the way that it's set up, he kind of like all of his things are there. And then the right side, the cabinets on the right side, there's more space underneath. Okay. Right? Yeah. So it's easier for me to just go underneath on the right side because I have more, more things than he do. But when I put my makeup on, it's hard. It's like moving all of the stuff down. And so, hey, left side.
But you add my towels on the left side from my shower tub. So my tub is here and my towel's on the left. So I just go when I get out the shower, I grab a towel with my left hand.
Wow. Well, my trash can is on the left, like sitting at the desk or even in the bathroom, the little trash can is on the left side. So the left side
is fine. On the left side. I just thought that, girl, I didn't think about that until just now. I'm like, you said that, I go, oh, it's, I'm like right over here. I know it seems to be first folks out there because there's mirror, but literally my left side's over here, and I'm literally, this is my left hand.
Yeah.
This is my trash can.
Your facial expression, you were like, oh my gosh, wait, it's right here.
I know. We said, I'm like, wait a minute. My trash cans are always on the left also.
Well, I'll have to lean like over to get it, but yeah, it's over there.
I don't trust, I believe you. That's so funny. Mine is on the left because I could put it on the right. I mean, I have space over here. I'm looking right now, I have space, but for some reason I just going, oh, crumble up right there.
Right.
That's so funny.
There you go.
That's so oh my god. So I love doing the show. I love doing the show because I never think of stuff like this.
Oh my gosh.
I never think of stuff like this. And also I realize I take bowl baths.
Oh.
I take shower, but I take bowl baths. Now my shower stuff, it's on the right hand side is where the shelving is.
Right. Yes.
But when I take a bath, I always have my bath cream on the left hand side. So when I'm laying in the tub, I grab it with my left hand.
Wow. Well, all of our space is on the right side, so I can't put anything on the left side because there's no space for it. No. But I tend to reach, I'm always like habit reaching on the left, but everything's on the right.
I think a lot of my stuff is on the left in the bathroom too. I have a lot of things that, any wipes and things are all on the left-hand side because I have tables in front, toilet on the other side, a couple of cabinets. And I got a towel rack that's from the 70s, which I love. I'm not getting rid of it. I just cleaned it all off and made it pretty. And then I roll my towels. And I have those towels, like when you're at a resort or something, just grab a roll.
You're super organized.
I'm super organized. So that's what I do. So but it's all on the left side. Everything for me is left. I grab everything left.
Amazing.
Funny. I didn't think about it until you. I never thought about that. but I guess I wonder, it's one of those things where that's the natural thing. So you're going where your body naturally and your brain naturally goes. Right.
Well, do you wave with your right or your left? Like if you wave at someone,
I think I do both.
Okay.
I was like, hi or hey.
Or maybe it's a girly left hand thing. I'm always, I gotta wave with the left. Yeah.
I know I've done this with my little kids. The right. I'm confused. Like I gotta wait till I do it again. I have great nieces and nephews. They always blow me kisses. So but I think I do both hands. I think I'm always just like both hands. I don't know. Might be a habit. I talk to my hands. I'm very much a talker.
I do too.
My brother talks like this. I talk like this. So watching us together, we're like, eh. And I said again, he's left-handed also. So I don't know what that. I don't know. I haven't noticed that yet. But waving, what do I wave? I think it's both. I think at this point it's just like, hi.
You will pay attention next time.
I am.
Right. Just go outside and wave at your neighbor and,
That's a good idea, actually. When I go outside later to check out my garden, there's always neighbors outside.
Right.
So I went both hands just now. Like, hi. I should go, hi. I go, oh my God. Okay.
Right.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, let me know.
I'll put it on IG or something. James waving. Right. Good hands he uses. Anything I'll use.
It's like, here's your test. Oh my gosh.
But it's funny. I used to be a merchandiser in retail, and I remember there were certain rules in merchandising you would do, like light to dark and this stuff. And I noticed that there were things that naturally came to me as merchandising because I would see things left to right. So I see, so I don't know about you, I see colors from light to dark going left to right. And I have friends who see it from dark to light. They see it from another direction. So I don't even know. Do you ever think about that at all? Like when you see things, like do you?
I don't know.
Color. Yeah,
I'm not sure about color.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about color. I have to pay attention to that.
Yeah, like where's your eye go naturally?
Well, I know, like if I'm driving, I feel like I tend to lean more to the left a little bit than the right. It's like I'm sitting here now and I feel like my weight is shifted to the left. Then
I'm always shifted to the left. Right. Always. How I sit and everything. I have to be careful sometimes because I'm like hurting myself sometimes. I'm always like just like leaning on it. So I'll be like this. Like, James, don't do that. Try this. Right. But no, my natural one is like this. I'm like, oh no, like, oh my goodness. My left side hurts more than my right. I'm always leaning on it. I like to sleep on my left side a lot too. And
yeah, I do. I sleep on my left side.
Yeah, me too.
I do sleep on my left side, but I was also told when I was pregnant with my daughter, the doctor said, hey, you know what, it's better for you to lie, on your left side because of blood flow. Right?
It's good for gas too, leaving gas.
Yeah. It's like, okay. And when I'm in a restaurant, I like to sit on the end
Of course.
because I'm always elbowing. You know, my husband saw, I'm always, I want to sit on the end. That way, if I elbow someone, yeah, I won't elbow anyone. But if someone is sitting on my left and I'm eating, we always kind of like bump. We bump.
Same here. I always wait till everybody seats in, and I go, okay, I'm on this side over here, and I go, oh, okay, you're lefty. Yeah, that's me. So I do the same thing, and we all do that. We all left-handed. We know.
Yeah, we sit on the end. We have to.
On the end.
We got to.
That's so crazy.
Oh my gosh, this is so awesome.
Is this a trip? I mean, I'm telling you, I've been doing this show. I started out as a whim, and it's been the most educational thing for me. Because I've been doing it. So it's so educational.
And there's a lot of celebrities out there that are left-handed. I was like,
and some will be on my show actually. So I'm already.
Awesome. I can't wait.
They've been. Like I said, this is a great. Like you wrote a book. This is a great thing about doing something you really want to do, and then it takes you places you never know about.
Right.
May not expect.
Who knew?
Who knew left-handed stuff? There's nobody else doing a left-handed podcast. There's nobody else. So I'm getting attention because no one else is doing it.
No, I bet. I'm telling you, I was reading and I was like, oh my gosh, James is left-handed. This is crazy. Mm-hmm. I have a left-handed friend. Yay.
I know, left-handed friend over here. We can sit next to each other in a restaurant because we won't bump elbows.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
They can sit on that side. We can sit on this side. We left-handed side, other side. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. I love it. Thanks for being on the show. This is literally
thank you for having me.
So much fun. Like you really brought up some things that people are going to really relate to because they always comment on the show always. So they're going to comment. They're going to totally comment on all this. I'm sorry. I can't wait to hear the comments, folks. And
oh my gosh,
Alicia S. Jones. Somebody can find you on your book and where they can find you online. I want to talk to you.
Hey, you can follow me on Instagram at Alicia Sutton Jones. And you can email me at info@sentencetolive.com or buy my new book, www.sentencetolive.com or Amazon or Barnes & Noble. Thank you so much, James, for having me on your show.
My pleasure. And you can follow me where everybody knows, James Lott Jr. everywhere. Just type it in and I will pop up, not at your house or anything, but I'll pop up everywhere else in your life. And you go ahead and like me there. Even on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. And also, this show is on every streaming service. It's on YouTube under JLJ Media. Go ahead and like and follow and subscribe. Be so kind and do that. And everyone, please have a great day. Try to stay as sane as you can and wear a mask.
Yes.